Here's another one of those videos that you get the compliments of receiving through my trial and error. If you've ever removed an existing fence post or overdug a hole to pour the concrete in for a fence post, then this video just might be helpful for you. Now, I've actually used at least eight 60-pound bags of concrete mix on some of these footings before I actually figured this out. So throw a little bit of gravel down in the ground, maybe 2 inches. This isn't necessary. I'm actually experimenting, trying to figure out maybe if one system for the fence posts installation might work better. Who knows? I might not know for a few years, but I actually have a few tests going around my property to see what just might see if I can actually create something that would benefit others. Here's your secret: cardboard. It doesn't get any simpler than this. You can do something like this. You can grab some tape and create a cylinder or a cube, something that you can just slide over the fence post. Now, here's what you need to do. And again, this is all through trial and error. I've actually had problems. Just put a little bit of soil in. Let's say that you're going to start with about 6 inches of concrete. Put about 6 inches of soil in, or even 5 inches or 7 or 8 inches. Just don't get carried away. And here you can see the post sitting on top of the gravel. And I filled up a little bit of concrete already. You can see by the mess here. Add a little more soil to reinforce it, and just work up the hole in layers. You don't need to fill the whole thing up and have it collapse. It's not uncommon. And again, I've done this before. You add a little more soil and the cardboard collapses, and that's not what you want. So work with a little bit at a time, and you can always leave the cardboard in. This isn't going to be a problem. I've actually done it before where I pulled the form up as I've worked with the concrete. So each level I would just pull it up a little bit and then just pulled the form out when I was done. But you can see at the end of the video that I wouldn't be able to do it in this situation. If the cardboard starts to, your form starts to pull away from a surface, simply slide some more cardboard in there to create to create a spot to stop the concrete from oozing out. That's going to be a problem every once in a while. The cardboard forms can move. It's cardboard. This isn't something really strong. Small gaps might not be a problem depending on how wet your concrete is. You can just simply put another piece of cardboard in, or keep filling it up and add some dirt to the outside to keep it from leaking out. And you could always use some scraps around to reinforce everything. You could always drive some stakes into the ground and to keep the form from moving. But you can kind of see that the form looks like it's already pushing out. It's not over here like it was. And I would imagine that's why I added these pieces in here. So you might need to put a little more dirt in there, or you might even need to drive some stakes in there. And again, the main goal here is not to use a lot of concrete for your fence post. And if you go in and use a lot of concrete for your fence post, and then the fence post breaks later or rots, and you got to remove that concrete, this is also what I'm trying to avoid. Just use what you need. Don't get a little carried away. Otherwise, because I have been in some situations where you can't remove the post and just slide another post in there. You've got to remove the footing, and it can turn out to be a nightmare if this concrete footing is huge. Here's what it looks like as I'm still going up. And again, I'm not going to add a lot more soil here. I'm just going to fill this up slowly and see if these forms will take it, and it actually did. What's that over here? Evidence that I consume alcohol right there. So here it is. This is what it looks like when it's done. and you can just tear the cardboard away from it here, which I'm going to fill this up. It's gonna the soil needs to raise up anyway. But another thing I'd like to say is, let's say you're pouring your cardboard form and you need to go a little higher. You made a mistake, you didn't figure it right, or it moved. Just simply add another layer of cardboard around it, create another form, and then continue pouring. That's it for this video. Don't forget to hit the old thumbs up button if you like it, and if you don't, hey, don't hit that thumbs down button.